A group of Republican and Democratic House lawmakers just pledged to respect the results of the 2024 presidential election and certify the electoral vote, even if their party's candidate doesn't win. The letter is dated September 12, 2024. It says, once the 2024 presidential election is over and all legal means to challenge the election results in the courts have been exhausted, I will safeguard the fairness and integrity of America's democratic process by doing three things. One, acknowledge the election winner certified at the joint meeting of Congress in January 2025 as the legitimate president of the United States. Two, attending the president's inauguration in person. And three, serving as a voice for calm and reconciliation and speaking out against those who endorse or engage in violence that harms people, property, or public spaces. And then you can see 32 lawmakers signed the letter. 6 of them were Republicans. A few things here. It seems wild that this is even a question and that a letter like this has to even be written. It is Congress's job to certify the election. It's not a suggestion. It's not a choice. It's a mandate outlined in the United States Constitution. Congress shall count and certify all electoral votes, not just the votes for their candidate, but all of them. Article 2, Section 1, Clause 3. The President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and House of Representatives, open all the certificates and the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the president if such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed. Notice it doesn't say maybe if their candidate doesn't win, they don't have to certify. It says shall certify. See, in the United States, we have a process. Each state runs its elections in the way it sees fit. Those states certify their vote based on those state laws and rules and selects a corresponding slate of electors voted on by the majority of the voters in that state. If a candidate for president decides to challenge the state vote count for whatever reason, that is 1000% their right. That is part of the process. They can absolutely do that. But when the legal challenges are complete, that's it. It's over. Yes, slates of electors can be challenged by lawmakers on January 6th, but only under 2 specific circumstances, both of which have to do with whether the slate of electors was legally selected. And in order to even bring a challenge to a state's slate of electors, a lawmaker has to secure signatures from 1/5 of the House and 1/5 of the Senate. That's a brand new threshold established by a new law Congress passed after what happened on January 6, 2021. The bottom line is, well, it's nice these 32 House Democrats and Republicans signed on to this letter. You may be wondering, what happened to the other 403? It's a great question. One you should probably ask your lawmaker. So if you want to see who signed this letter, and therefore you'll know who didn't sign it, I will email it out to you tonight in my News Girl News Roundup email, so make sure you sign yourself up.